Of all my games, that's the whole game collection. If I could only keep a single game, I could only have one, I would not keep a game, but a book. A book filled with a game. The game is Once Upon a Time, and it's the best and greatest storytelling game that there is. There's not a whole hell of a lot of storytelling games, but there's a lot of games that kind of tell stories and how you play them. But with Once Upon a Time, you are telling the story yourself. This is an upsell. This doesn't come with it. So soundtracks and things like that. So it's fairy tale based, and what you do is you have all these different. You have all these different kind of aspects or characters or events that happen, and you fill in a lot of the gaps and so forth, and you kind of describe the story as you're going, and you have different ways of interrupting each other, so you're each trying to get the story to go to where you want it to go, to your ending, the ending that you picked. Hey buddy, I'll tell a story about you later. Can you move a little? So the ending cards kind of look like this. So they kind of look like, which proves you should always be careful when choosing your companions. Or, so he realized how loyal his sister had been. Or, but he kept it a secret as he had promised. And so all of these ending cards, everyone has their own ending card, and they're trying to get your story based on your hand of cards. You're trying to use up all your cards and make all of them make sense in the story and make them all work together. But you're also trying to incorporate what other people contributed to the story as well before you were interrupted. And of course, you're trying to find opportunities to interrupt again. And so here's a fun event: Swallowed Whole. And there's interrupt cards that give you an opportunity to try to, jump into the story and take it over. It's a game that's best played with people who aren't being particularly competitive, but are looking to have a fun time. And really, I think you score the best points, in my mind, when you're collaborating more than you're competing. So this is technically an item card, hence that symbol is different. In this case, it's a tree. It's kind of a funny thing to be an item. So I get another aspect here, cursed. So besides from just the fact that I got it into the new book box working, and I combined it with the writer's handbook and my complete Hans Christian Andersen fairy tales, what's really cool is this arrived in the mail, the newest expansion. I mean, before I jump into that, I'm getting excited. I have the first edition to the game. I have and its expansion. I have the third edition, but I also have the first three. Where are they? Little things for them. Oh well, they're there. Three expansions: Seafaring Tales, Knightly Tales, definitely the most King Arthur-y one. There's also Enchanted Tales, which I guess I don't have the thing for anymore. But the newest one is Animal Tales, and it just came in the mail, so I'm going to kind of unbox it here. And, excuse me. Okay. Alright. So, this is the newest expansion, Animal Tales, and let's read the back. Alright. Every animal has a story. In fairy tales, owls guard great wisdom, wolves plot in the night, mice can be brave knights, and magic can transform even daring warriors into toads in the blink of an eye. Animal Tales is an expansion for Once Upon a Time, the card game where players tell a story together using cards that show fairy tale elements and endings. Add these cards to your Once Upon a Time core game to lend fanciful furry flavor to your fairy tale fun. That's tricky to say, but I like the alliteration. It looks like on the front we have a
friendly, frisky fox looking to, you know, join his fellows for some frolicking and philandering? No, I don't know what that... Alright, it's getting weird. But let's look at some of the, cards that it adds. Some of the animal cards. Okay. So, alright, here we go. This is cool. So as an event we have up here. Ooh, bite. Ooh, topical, current, too soon. Vanish. Trick. Ooh, and there's that tricky fox. Hey, what do you think, villain? Yeah. I just petted him. I wasn't like a trick or something to make him meow. But trick, so that's an event that can happen. Ooh, a jump. That's an event. These are all great animal events. I mean, they don't have to incorporate an animal. It's just the illustration doesn't necessarily mean what it does, but I like that it's all animal focused for this. Villain, your shadow is hurting the cinematic quality of this otherwise perfect video. Hunt, and it's an interrupt as well. Excuse me, buddy. Ride. Alright, let's go through some faster here. Alright, here we get to items. Ooh, bone. Noise. That's an item? That's weird that that's an item. Surely something making noise is an event. That's philosophical. A shadow, also a pretty abstract idea for this to be an item. But I guess there's no shadow card otherwise. Smell is an item. Okay, so this one is very abstract with items. I think that's what it's adding a lot of. Group, also an item, makes sense. Alright, villain is sitting down. Paw. Fur. Tail. Animal tails, you know, double meaning. Ooh, disguised as an animal. That's not really a cat, is it, buddy? Is it? Okay. Alright, red as an aspect. See, the thing is, if you're playing this, if you just want to have, like, a sword be, like, red, or, like, a flaming red sword or something, or, like, I saw a red, you know, there was a red stagecoach, you'd be tempted to make whatever's red an animal because the illustration can't help but influence you, I think. Tame, as in, oh, as an aspect, okay, so it's a tame tiger, for instance. Man-eating aspect. Buddy, this is super appropriate, but also annoying. Alright, loyal, like villain, or that, what kind of creature is that? I guess a dog, maybe. Fierce. Alright, hungry. Let's go through some of these interrupts here. At the top. Ooh. And that's the place to be, is at the top. Naturally, a goat is up there. And that's interesting, because a lot of these are kind of abstract or conceptual. Winter. Ooh, this card is coming. Inside. Let's keep it PG. Summer. Whole. Again, PG. Form. Or farm. I can read. Alright, nest. Interrupt as well. Okay, we have a bear. Oh my god, that's the same exact... Is it focusing? Is it not focusing the whole time? I don't care. It's the same bear from The Revenant, I think. Bug. Cow. Alright, mouse. Dog. Rabbit. Okay, so some good animal stuff. It's not as big of an expansion as I would like. It's like 37 cards, I guess they said. It feels... It went through kind of fast, but no, it's cool though. And so I could see mixing that in could kind of give things a little bit more of an animal element. I guess I just wish there were more total animals added. Let's look at some of the new ending cards. That's how those animals got the distinctive markings. Oh, I don't know if I like that. The whole and that's how I got its stripes thing. That's not very. Oh, every summer and winter, the villagers thank the animals with a feast. Now I like that. That could apply to a lot of things, and it works. All agreed the animal was the wisest ruler they ever had. Kind of like when that town in Indiana elected a cat mayor. And that's why those two creatures still hate each other. Ooh, political. That's why the fierce beast still guards the ruins every night. That's great. With the curse broken, the strange animal was never seen again. But was it because the animal was actually someone else and turned into a human? Or was it because they were free? So many directions this could go in. So the loyal pet was reunited with its long-lost owner. Aww. The story of how she tamed the monster is still told today. They let the beast keep the treasure they had found. Oh, the treasure, semicolon. They had found each other. That's so lovely. That's like the most romantic one so far. Or, just friendly. The creatures became human, and the couple was able to marry. Definitely romantic this time, unless it's like an arranged marriage or they just feel like they should. What? Dude, come on. Oh my gosh. The trick was revealed, and the animals chased the villain away. Ooh, I like that. The animals figured out that it was a villain. Okay, so the ending cards I think are especially good. So I guess I shouldn't go through all of them. This video is already way too long, but I just wanted to show how kind of cool that was and how magical this game is, and I kind of went overboard with the big box and adding in the fairy tale stuff. But this is actually, they sell this on Amazon. It's not an expansion, it's just associated with the game, and it uses the game as a reference point, but it's actually just like a very quick and very concise book on how to write stories. It's not even specific to fairy tales. And I've read several really great books on novel crafting and story crafting and so forth, and this one is really good for beginners or young people, and it's also really good if you haven't read a book on storytelling in a long time or on novel crafting and you just want a refresher on some really good kind of core elements and best practices, as well as exceptions for them. So anyway, that's my showing off of my book box for Once Upon a Time and unboxing for Once Upon a Time Animal Tales. I hope you all play it with me soon. Thank you.